A favorite subject, coffee. A researcher claims that the number of cups of coffee U.S. adults drink per day are distributed as shown in the figure. So 0 cups, 36%, 1 cup, 26%, 2 cups, 19%, 3 cups, 9%, 4 or more, 10%. Well, we are a statistician. We're going to randomly select 1,600 U.S. adults and ask them how many cups of coffee they drink per day. You have the result of the survey here. 0 cups, 570, 1 cup, 432, and so on. At 5% level of significance, that's the researcher's claim. Do you reject or support this claim? Very good. So first of all, your responses are listed on the left and the distribution from the image are on the right-hand side. Now, what is the null? What is the alternative hypothesis? The null is the distribution of number of cups of coffee U.S. adults drink per day is 36%. For 0 cups, 26%, 1 cup. So you basically list all of these from the claim. The alternative says the distribution is different. Now we need to calculate the critical value and identify the rejection region. Since the degrees of freedom is k minus 1, k is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 categories. The degrees of freedom is going to be 4. And then your critical value is 9.488 from the calculator or a website related to chi-square. Now we need to find the standardized test statistic. You have the responses, you have the distribution from the claim. Now the observed values are coming from your survey, and the expected value are basically the multiplication of n times pi, right? So when you do the multiplication of 1,600, which is n, times the probability pi is going to be 576. And then for the second one, you have 26% times 1,600, which gives you 460. Then 19% times 1,600 gives you 304, and so on. Now you're going to find the difference between these two values, O and E, raise it to the second power, and then divide it by E. Then add all of these numbers together. You get your chi-squared, which is 2.8, 1, 4, and 4. In the next step, since chi-squared is less than 9.488, because it is 2.8144, it means that we fail to reject the null hypothesis. There is not enough evidence at 5% level of significance to reject the claim that the distribution of number of cups of coffee U.S. adults drink per day and the expected distribution are the same. You can use your calculator. Let me show you how to use a calculator and identify what's going on here. So first of all, let us just share the screen and show you how to enter these values into calculator. So you need to go to your stat and you need to go to the edit and enter these values in L3 and L4. I already use L1 and L2, so I'm going to use L3 and L4. In L3, I'm going to enter the observed data, which is 570, 432, 282, 152, 64, and in the next column, I'm going to enter the expected value, 576, 416, 304, 144, and 160. Here we go. Now you need to go to stat and then go to the tests and find the goodness of fit. Chi-squared goodness of fit is the answer. Remember to change these. You have L3 and L4. So second 3 and then second 4. The degrees of freedom, here you have how many categories? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 categories. 5 minus 1 gives you 4. This is the degrees of freedom. go to the calculation and do the calculation. Well, as you can see, your chi-squared is 2.8144, which is exactly as the one that you see here. Your p-value is about 6%. Your p-value is 60%. Your p-value is very large, all right? Since your p-value is very large, you're going to fail to reject the null hypothesis.